Hello and welcome to this Bitcoin price analysis video. It is the 31st of March, it's 8:22 in the morning and the year is 2024. So if you haven't been looking at the Bitcoin price at all and this is the first time, welcome to my videos. I am not a financial advisor, I am not a professional trader, I am literally just a guy sat in front of a monitor talking to a microphone about his own portfolio, and in this specific instance about the Bitcoin price. Now, if you are interested whether the price is going to go up or go down or left or right, and you want to know whether you should or shouldn't get into Bitcoin right now, then you can listen to my videos, but please take them with a grain of salt because I am literally not a financial advisor or anything like that. Now, these videos are all about looking at the daily price, okay, and where we think it's going to go today, and possibly how we think it's going to affect the coming week and so on. So there are a whole bunch of other videos and a playlist for this. So if you are interested to watch the previous videos, please feel free to do so. Now, if you are liking my funky trading view chart here, it's DJ Thorn Trading Indicators, which I've created. It's this all-in-one trading indicator. Now, I did share it on Trading Community, but they decided to take it down because it had too many indicators that were for free or that you should have to pay for, all-in-one indicator. So what I've done is I've packed it all into this nice GitHub repository for you, so you literally just have to come here, copy and paste this script with inside of it, come to your Pine editor, bang it into that script panel there, and then add to chart. That is literally it. So you can be viewing exactly the same stuff that I'm viewing as well. Right, with that out the way, my final piece of advertising is that I do this for free, and I love doing this for free as well because it's all about giving back to the community. Just do me a favor, just go and smash that like button. It gives me that dopamine effect, and it tells me that you're watching, and it tells me that you actually like the videos. Now, if you don't like the videos, I would also love to hear why not, because I can then try and improve the videos, etc, etc. Now, if you are looking for technical analysis, this is not the video for you. This is just literally me looking at the price, seeing what I think could happen. Okay, with that now all out the way, let's now start jumping in to look at the price action on the weekly basis, as we normally do. All right, so let's get started. So as we can see, we've still got a relatively, it's not as strong, but it's an upward moving weekly candle. And the question is, are we going to finish like this? So there's not really much we can say about this. The price still is higher than the previous closing highs of the weeks, but we know that that could snap back just as easy come this evening or this afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. So I'll be very interested to see what actually happens there, but I have no predictions for this. This could quite as easily just come back down again and could quite easily just go up and make new highs. So it is a roulette situation there. So let's move into the daily charts here. Okay, so the daily one, we can see that the 5, the 8, the 15 are all moving above and higher to make well, they've all got a increase in their slope. All right, so we don't have a slope of 0 and we don't have a negative slope. We have some form of positive slope, and the prices all seem to be above the 5 at the moment, so we can see some form of positivity there. However, we saw it make a new high here. We saw a correction. Now, I did a retrospective, I haven't published it yet, of one of my videos, one of the analysis videos, and here we need to see strength coming pushing through this today. You know, if we don't see strength through this, then this is a good sign that this is going to come down or maybe sideways on the next day, so on Monday, and then down heavily. So this really has to push through today to show some signs of strength. Well, it's got to close above this 65,620 area, or even make a new high. So it's got to be strong. This candle's got to be strong. Now, if this candle does stay green, the second tomorrow's candle's got to be strong to push through this. Otherwise, we are definitely going to see downward prices. So The daily chart says, hey, if this candle stays green, stays strong, it doesn't have to be super strong, tomorrow's got to close strong for us to see upward prices. Otherwise, I would expect a downward motion here. All right, so let's jump onto the 4-hour charts now. The 4-hour charts, I mean, you can see this sideward action here right now, and we can try and see, that was 6 o'clock in the morning, so we've got another hour and a half or hour and 32 minutes of this. This really needs to be stronger. You see some selling pressure here. This wick is showing some selling pressure here, and we'll see it when we go down to the further time frames what this is like. But we can see the 5, the 8, the 15 all over the 50, and they're all, yeah, at the moment it's showing some strength, but it's got to show even more strength to have any chance of breaking these higher points up here. So let's jump into the hour time frame. Okay, now you can start seeing this picture. It's come, so the 5, the 8, and the 15 have crossed over the 50, which is a good sign, right? It pushed through. It had, you know, this is a green candle still, although it's grey, but it pushed to higher highs, right? And now we're seeing a little bit of a correction coming back, testing down, because it's possibly, you know, it just needs a small correction. So maybe we might see in the hour, so we've got another 32 minutes left, we might see it just do a little 50% correction, which looks about correct, and then we might see in the next hour then pushing up, or we might see some of these losses here, let's call them, come back up again. But as we said, we need to see some strength in the next 2 candles really. So 30 minutes here. So it's still just painting another picture. Look, we've saw this movement, and it wasn't this super strong. We saw some strong movement here, and it was strong between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. But then there was too much selling pressure going down and brought the prices back down again. And we can now see this selling pressure here in this one candle, and this is closing in 27 seconds. So it will be interesting to see. I would expect, if this is a correction, this is just a small pullback, then we would expect to see a strong green candle going up if it does have the strength. Now there's a likelihood it's going to come back down and test this 50 again, right? So because you can see it come up and it tested the lower prices again, so I would assume it's going to come and try and test at a minimum, come and test this 65,000 level here, and then if it does have strength to go up, it will come and test this previous support level, this resistance. It will be test this resistance level to see whether it can break through. But the candle is now open, so we won't see the result of that in this video, but I would assume it's going to come and test this 65,000 level anyway. Moving into the 15, it's kind of painting that picture that it's wanting to come and at least test the 8 here, or even come down and test the 15 EMA. So, but we can see that it's broken through already this previous support level here that it had. But it has to show signs of strength here to keep going. But otherwise, all the other indicators seem to be saying that it's got strength to move up. You know, it's that the 5, the 8, the 15 are past the 50. The 50 is past the 300. The 50 is past the 200. The 200 is above the 300. And all of the EMAs are all in the right position now to show signs of strength on the 15 minutes. And if we come back to the 30, we see all of the EMAs are in the right position. So we are like cocked and loaded, shall we say, ready for a move. And we come back to the hour, and the hour shows us cocked and loaded as well, really. I don't like to use that analogy, but it's definitely ready to go, to make a move. You know, it's got the fundamentals to make the move right now. So it just needs the strength now to push through. Now we come to the 5 minutes, and you start seeing that strength is diminishing a little bit. You know, the 5, the 8, the 15, they look like they're going to cross over each other. The question is, can they keep it? Can they hold it on the 50 here. So, but this is nothing, there's nothing wrong with this right now, but you saw this huge power going up at 745. Well, that's a strong volume, that green candle here, another strong volume here, but then the selling off was too much up here. I mean, it just went up too quickly basically, and it had to come back down again. When you see these strong green candles, you tend to see a strong red candle accompanying it afterwards. So I would imagine that we're going to see it coming back, as I said already, at 65, but it's painting that picture now. Is it going to come and retest the 50 and then show to try and test these highs again, specifically the 65.3? You know, this is, we've now got a support, we've now got a resistance level, but we would want to see it break above this support or bounce off this and then go through this resistance. Otherwise, it's going to break through this support level and then more than likely come down to test this zone around here, or this zone, because really this is like the upper bounds of this support level, and this is the lower bounds. And so if it comes into this zone, we would expect it to not make a lower low. So we could expect it to put a wick around here and then maybe come back and try and push through again. But we won't see it in this video, but you will definitely see it afterwards when you're watching it, what the picture is going to paint. So this is the important thing now. If you're doing like swing trading or day trading and so on, these are the signals that we are looking out for, right? Because we've got fast dynamic movement. So let's jump into the 1 minute market, and I've still got 4 minutes left on this video. So what can we see here right now? We can see, do we see any overbought signs? Well, so oversold signs. So we see some oversold signs down here, okay? And we'll see a oversold sign down here, okay? And then we've got some pivot points here that TradingView has given us. So what we want to see here right now, really, is we want to see the price come and test this 200, because that shows at least it's done some form of correction, right? We want to see this. But right now, if it's got strength, it needs to close above the 50, right? And then it needs to bring the 5, the 8, and the 15 above the 50 to show higher averages. That's the whole point of these EMAs. They're higher moving averages. And if you have a higher average, you have a higher price. So, but right now it doesn't seem to look like it's ready to do it. You know, at the moment it's just testing the previous support levels, now resistance levels, to see whether it's got where the zones are, because it's obviously got some selling pressure right now. But this looks like it could just be a correction on here. You know, it coming back to say like 50% of this, that'd be fine, to then make new higher highs. But the signs, the trouble is, it's always, you know, when you look at this, you've just got to have some patience. And we can see that here it never, that the 5, the 8, and the 15, they never recrossed each other, right? They kept on going down. They tried to, but we had no price, we didn't see any prices close really between the 8 and the 15. We saw a price close here, and then the price close above the 50 there, and then it just was zoomed back down again. So we saw a price close above the 8 here. We saw a price close above the 15 here. And are we going to see prices close above the 50 here? This would bring the average back up again. And as you can see, the 5 is above the 8. Now we want to see a strong candle coming up here to bring the 8 above the 15, all right? Because that will at least show some upward movement. And the place where we want to see it go really is here, to show some form of movement going up. But if you were thinking about buying here, you'd have to be very careful. We're just talking about, like, you know, day trading, just like scalping or whatever, to make money. So this is not long term whatsoever. You'd have to be careful that there was a strong selling power here, and there was a strong selling power here. So I would assume it could come, and let's see, it's going down. It could come. There could be lots of selling power there, because, you know, the market is the master, right? And we are just the slave. So it's always good to be a contrarian, right? To spot the tops and spot the bottoms. but you should move with the herd, move with the market when it's going. When the market says I'm going down, move with the market going down, right? But always be cautious for where the bottom is, and when it's moving up, always be cautious for where the top is. Don't be the contrarian at the beginning that gets caught out, all right? That gets caught out by the emotions. Try and just go with the flow of the market. And when the market stops shouting and screaming about something, that's maybe a signal that something else is going to happen, or there's, you know, the power is being lost. But we can see right now we're getting a little bit of sideways motion here. So the 5, the 8, the 15 have all consolidated on one area, and we've got really, if you like this, we've got a slope of 0 right now. So we've got sideways motion. We want to see that this move up, just like that is there. We want to see that this comes up to a positive slope. Even if it's a small slope, we want to see an average longer slope like this to see strength coming out. And as long as the 3 lines here kind of stay above this slope line, we know that we've got a positive movement. You know, if it goes below, then we know that we've got possible going down prices. But it's got to have some more strength at the moment, I would say. And where's this new candle going to open? Where is this new candle going to open? Is it underneath this? Is it still on this candle? I thought we were waiting for the new candle to open, but it's obviously still on this. Oh, there it is. It did open. Yeah, there was a bit of a glitch. I read in the documentation of TradingView that sometimes the repainting is a glitch, and it waits for new price movement. But there's the candle there, so it has gone up. So it's looking. Let's go back to the 15. It's looking like it's got some strength to move up. Again, only time will tell with this how it's actually going to do. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It looks like it's going to be moving up now. It looks like it, but we'll see. This will be the great thing about the retrospective that I do when I actually complete them. You know, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and so on. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in maybe another video today. Ciao, ciao. Otherwise, or yeah, if I don't see you in the video, then otherwise have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.